Have you ever wondered why some people can eat just about anything and feel totally fine, while others get bloated or uncomfortable after even a small meal? Well, the answer might be living inside your gut, literally. I'm talking about trillions of tiny creatures that call your digestive system home. Sounds weird, right? But trust me, they're more important than you think. And here's where it gets even crazier. The food you eat doesn't just feed you. It feeds them too, especially when you eat something funky, like fermented foods. Now, before you scroll away thinking this is just about yogurt and old cabbage, hang on. Fermented foods are more than just a health trend or something your grandma makes in jars. They've been around for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations were fermenting food long before refrigerators or science even existed. They knew these foods did something good for the body, long before we had microscopes to prove it. But what exactly are fermented foods? In the simplest terms, they're foods that have been transformed by good microbes, like bacteria and yeast. These microbes eat up the sugars and starches in the food, and in return they give us things like acids, gases, and sometimes even alcohol. That process doesn't just change how the food tastes, it changes what it does for your body. Think of it like a microscopic makeover. Take yogurt, for example. When milk ferments, the bacteria break down lactose, which makes yogurt easier to digest, especially if you're someone who's lactose intolerant. And then there's kimchi, the spicy Korean fermented cabbage that's packed with flavor and probiotics. Or kombucha, the fizzy tea that's basically soda's healthier cousin. Even pickles, if they're naturally fermented, can be part of the gang. So what's the big deal about these foods? The answer lies in your gut microbiome. That's the fancy term for the massive community of microbes living in your intestines. There are more bacteria in your gut than stars in the Milky Way, and they're not just there for decoration. They help you digest food, absorb nutrients, regulate your immune system, and even influence your mood. Some scientists are even calling the gut the second brain, because of how much it communicates with your actual brain. Here's the thing though, your gut microbiome is like a rainforest. It needs balance. If the bad bacteria start to outnumber the good ones, things can go south real quick. You might feel tired, get sick more often, have skin issues, or suffer from digestive problems. But when the good bacteria are thriving, your whole body benefits. And this is where fermented foods shine. Fermented foods are rich in probiotics, which are live beneficial bacteria. When you eat these foods, you're basically sending reinforcements to your gut. Imagine your gut is a castle and probiotics are your loyal knights. They help maintain order, push out the invaders, aka bad bacteria, and keep everything running smoothly. But that's not all. Fermented foods also help feed your existing gut bacteria. Some of them act like prebiotics, which means they give your gut bugs the fuel they need to grow strong. It's a 1-2 punch, adding new good guys and making the old ones even stronger. Let's talk about how this actually feels. People who regularly eat fermented foods often report less bloating, better digestion, more energy, clearer skin, and even improved mood. Some studies suggest that gut bacteria can influence how you produce hormones like serotonin, the feel-good chemical in your brain. So yeah, your sauerkraut might literally make you happier. And here's a fun fact. Not all fermented foods are created equal. Store-bought pickles that are preserved with vinegar don't usually have live probiotics. To get the real benefits, you want to look for words like naturally fermented, unpasteurized, or contains live cultures on the label. Or, even better, you can make your own. It's surprisingly easy and kind of fun to watch a jar of veggies bubble and transform on your kitchen counter. Plus, it feels a bit like doing science in your own home. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Fermented foods sound weird. And yeah, they can be an acquired taste. But you don't have to dive headfirst into the funk. Start small, add a little sauerkraut to your sandwich. Swap your soda for kombucha once in a while. Try kefir in your smoothie instead of milk. Over time, your taste buds and your gut will thank you. Of course, fermented foods aren't magic. They work best when they're part of a healthy overall diet. You still want to eat plenty of fiber, drink water, and avoid overloading on processed foods. But adding fermented foods to your daily routine, that could be the missing puzzle piece to feeling your best. So the next time you're at the grocery store or opening your fridge, give those funky jars a second look. Behind every spoonful of yogurt or sip of kombucha is a world of microbes working hard for your health. Fermented foods might not have superpowers, but they come pretty close when it comes to keeping your gut and the rest of you happy.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.